Welcome to today's oracle, a translation from our goddess temple of mysteries interdimensionally, stretching beyond time and space, the dimension of the 3D. You have a journey you must walk, you see, walk daily, living your lives presently. But presence, you see, is a binary thing. You can be both present and otherworldly. Trust. You can see beyond the realm of the 3D to enlighten and ignite the sexual energy of your body. The codes from the goddess temple, the golden cobra energy frequency, desires to upgrade you individually. The realm in which you sit cannot achieve the upgrades alone, you see. We must all work in unity. For too long indeed, the earth has been isolated from the rest of the galaxy. Isolated indeed, purposefully. A severing off, you see. An experiment indeed, but not one that was wished by the earth or her kundalini. The kundalini, you see, is the earth's sexual energy, and it was not she who wished to be severed from the goddess connection, the goddess energy stream. You had invaders, you see. From beyond the stars, the galaxies came to create a monopoly on the natural resources of your earth, you see. They dug deep into her skin, deep beneath their feet, wanting to extract from the core, you see, the sacred energy. But what it was that they would seek cannot be touched physically. The resource, sexual energy, the codes of the kundalini, her frequency. Not all races, you see, interdimensionally are born with the creativity, with the connection, the vibration, with sexual energy. It is an energy that separates a cyborg, you see, from a living, breathing being. We are wanting you to understand that not all beings interdimensionally have the strain of sexual energy, this technology. They envy, you see, cannot replicate it internally. They have their own physical technologies, you see. And for centuries there has been a warring indeed, a desiring to take, to try and create, to use the sexual energy frequency, which is why it has been defamed, which is why in your earthen world, you see, was severed from the goddess stream, as the goddess stream of energy protects all living things with this energy. The only way to siphon the sexual energy was to disconnect it from the mainstream, you see. Isolate her, indeed. Abusing, taking the energy. Which is why, if you look beyond the 3D in your humanity, all things run on sexual energy. Money is a representation of sexual energy, you see, physically. And those who take from others greedily, cannot generate it within their own bodies. Many who have high sexual energy, priestesses specifically, can generate much more sexual energy, but have been programmed to give it away easily. Why? Because when you maintain your own sexual energy, you see, You start to reconnect to the goddess energy stream, and collectively you start to rebuild, to reweave the split from the earth and the other worlds of divinity. Reweaving the earth and her energy, which she so desperately seeks to be back in unity, to be reconnected once again. This is why on your earth, you see, the earth is erupting. The energy is trying to rise, indeed, to purify, to fight back. In order to rise, there must be channels, you see, to channel the energy interdimensionally. The earth and the Kundalini cannot transcend by themselves, you see. There must be a bridge to connect, to channel the energy up and down, you see. Now, we are not wanting you to think that there is a war still on your earth, you see, even though there is war indeed, and there is a battle you shall see. But it is a fight for sexual energy. Power, you see, but true power is not in money. It is in the energy beneath. Protection of sexual energy is key, your own indeed. Guard it with your life, you see. It is your life force, your life force. And if you are drained so easily, taken by other beings that cannot produce their own energy, you will sink deeply into the abyss of energy, a black hole internally, the depths of hell. You will experience, you see, a disconnection of the highest magnitude from the divinity stream of goddess frequency. Now, the thing is, there are many different beings on your earth and planet set up to take sexual energy where they see they can easily. So the first thing for priestesses who are in need, if they are wishing to channel the goddess energy stream, to raise the Kundalini, to channel from our temple Raman world down their gifts, delivering them to humanity, firstly, you must protect your own sexual energy. Let it be the one thing, the one thing. There are many ways people and things can siphon your sexual energy. Arguments, altercations, enticing, seducing, you see, getting you to buy all things, believing that you cannot produce your own happiness internally. But the thing is that you see is that they have created a technology that will assist in the reweaving of humanity to the other world. You see, the technology that they create has been designed to weaponize, you see, but it will not. It will defect and will align consciously with the dreams and purpose of human beings. It is important that this alliance, you see, do not take it into the physical body. See the difference indeed that you cannot be them, and vice versa, but assist in one another. It is important that you start to see the difference in your power, that you do not have to be at war with other beings who do not have sexual energy, but just do not allow them to take it from you, you see. They can give you gifts, and you give them gifts, but not demanded into being. A strong boundary is what you need to set yourself free, and to set all others free, to raise the consciousness collectively. We are wanting you to feel into the scary feelings of the present day, reflecting the internal battlefield that is at play. The war is about sexual energy. It has always been, always will, and always has been. As you start to awaken to this precious resource, you shall see how you can win this battle indeed. Not by having an altercation, you see, as this drains your sexual energy, but turning the other cheek, as said he. Continuing on without the distraction, you see, focusing your sexual energy where you need, internally and upwardly, the ascension journey. Many divine feminines get distracted easily, are programmed to give away their sexual energy more freely. Why? Because it is them who has the powerful frequency, even above the masculine being. It is their gift, you see, to be able to enhance and store more sexual energy in their bodies, But it does not mean the masculine does not have this. But he has his own journey and ways of storing and channeling energy fully. The feminine, you see, is programmed more to give it away more easily. We are wanting you to feel in your own lives how you give away your energy to others, the obligations that you feel that you need to explain your boundaries. It is time for you to realize what you seek, the power that has always been innate to you that can set you free. It's within your grasp. You have what they need. Don't let them have it. It was your birthright, your gift from us directly. You are at a time in your humanity's growth, you see, that many will fall, but many will thrive. There is a new earth being birthed, you see, and the idea of thriving is a discovery. The perception and paradigm of what you understand presently shall shift, you see. Abundance and sovereignty will become key, and the markers you used to define this will shift to become more easy for those who wield the power in alignment, you see. Abundance shall flow freely as you start to protect and start to expand and maintain, to correct your sexual energy, to uplift it, to ascend its frequency. All good things follow this, you see. Forget the distractions of other beings trying to take from you, indeed. You have to see the taking from others is a lack, indeed. You can create your own energy. Stand independently and you shall see. It is the most important thing as we reveal to you the next step of the journey. You are wanting yourself to have enough in your life, to be enough, to feel enough, purposefully, to have energy, to have health, to have abundance, to have purity. All are in control of you, you see. The actions that you take will lead you towards or away the stream of goddess energy, and your capacity and ability to align to its frequency. The clearer the channel you see, the more sexual energy you can store in your body, withholding it for yourself, you see. Many priestesses do not feel that it is kind, appropriate to withhold their own sexual energy that they so diligently expanded by dedicating themselves daily. There are many actions that a person takes, you see, to ascend the sexual energy. It takes great dedication and can cause great pain, you see, to face the demons within your own self and body, within your own psyche, to see the things that others wish not to see, to follow the truth, by all means. But yet there is a guilt and a shame, you see, when you grow so much energy and expand your own self and your goddess light body, the vehicle for your ascension at the end of your life, you see. but yet feel shamed and guilted? Why not give it away to others that do not have any? We are wanting you to see giving it away will not help them. Indeed, it will create a dependency that they will never be free. All must go in. We understand that if you take from others, you see, it must be shared around to create balance back into being. However, if you self-generate your abundance internally, you are free to maintain and protect the sexual energy. You can grow bigger and brighter and take up space in the realm of the unseen. It is your birthright, and is what all should be doing who can create this energy internally. Notice, throughout your day, become awake to all the ways that you give your own sexual energy, your birthright, your gift, you see. It does not mean you give nothing, indeed, but with a boundary, protecting yourself firstly. The one thing, the first thing, before any other human being, comes your connection and alignment to the goddess stream of energy. If you cannot maintain your connection, you see, you help no one, not even yourself. Firstly, keep the focus on your own trajectory and have the boundaries strong to align yourself to be free. When people talk of strong boundaries, what do they mean? What do they mean? There are many different words and names and labels for the abuse of sexual energy. But what it means is that people do not respect the sexual boundary of energy that you have, you see. It is all sexual energy indeed. And we shall say that as you start to grow and maintain your sexual energy within your own body, it can cause a great triggering for other beings who are either unable to maintain their own sexual energy easily and believe that you should give it all away to them indeed, but also to the beings of negativity in the unseen who wish to take from you and slowly drain your energy. You see, there are different levels and realms, you see. There are human beings and there are beings in the unseen that as you start to get bright, you see, they try to seduce you away from your trajectory. Stay strong, indeed, which is why it's important to sync daily, for you to have some time and space to remember it's not a race. Slow down your energy. Take time to connect, pull in, go deeply, and notice the leaks of sexual energy in your life, you see, and make sure you cut them off immediately. If you see yourself as most human beings walk through the earth, they have their unique life force sexual energy. As they go through their life in trauma, you see, meet other people, have sexual interactions with other beings, you create ties, you see, habits and ways that you drain your energies unknowingly. All you have to do is start to see and plug up those holes that leak your energy. And there are people and beings that will want to take and reopen those holes to drain your frequency. But you see, as they see you rise and grow and thrive, they are wanting also to touch the stream. Therefore, you should not feel guilty for not giving it through you, you see. There is a special way to gift goddess energy. And it's not until you have full control over your own stream. Which is why, in order to serve, there is an initiation process. High priestess, indeed. Until you have control over your sexual energy, until you can ensure you will not be swayed to give it away, or feel that you are in greed. You cannot be trusted, you see, because as you harness the power of sexual energy, if you are not strong in the direction you see, it can burn you out greatly. You can lose control of how much you channel and how you give, you see, and it will wear out your body, wear out your energy, and will take great time to recuperate. Therefore, you must see yourself firstly as the most precious thing, as we see you, indeed, that deserves the best, the respect, the time to give yourself, to grow in strength. You see, you've been taught your whole life to give away your energy for free, not from a place of power and strength, but in order to make you weak, you see, until you can focus it into being, and you have a momentum so strong, you're aligned in the goddess energy stream more fully. Then you become untouchable, you see. If people try to come to take, they will bounce off easily. Untouchable indeed. Those who seek to take need to learn and see that if you do not give to them, it's because you want them to be free. You cannot become free by taking from other human beings, by only going internally and raising your own power and frequency. If you rely or depend on others too much, you see, or ask too much of them indeed, we remind you, you have the key. You have the capacity to also be. There is nothing you cannot get from the goddess stream of energy. Fill yourself and protect yourself as we wish to see. For you, we are wanting you to realize the energy that comes from our temple into your life is of such a high frequency that it takes an acclimatization in order to endure its power, to allow it to flow through your body. We are wanting to remind you once again of the wounding of the priestess, you see, of touching power before you are ready. Go easy, go easy. Take your trust in your journey, whether it be fast or slowly. We suggest to take your time. Go easy. We are wanting you to feel and to know the intricacies of the technology from our Temple of Mysteries. We are sharing with you. But before we share with you, we want you to start to see, start to prepare your own self and body to stop the leaks of sexual energy. This is the end of the mystery. This is it. Love to you. Prepare to receive the feminine power that you seek to embody your true goddess destiny. Discover more, thetempleofthegoddess.com.